where it was only solo casters all of the time. Hunter in trouble here, playing defense against Niles, but he calls in aid, and Niles flashes into the alcove. Does have backup on the way, both in the TP and the roam. Niles will find the knock-up, staying alive versus Hyper, forces Haunter to re-engage, and that opens things up for Rosethorn, but the TP's cancelled, so it feeds into a double kill. Getting bigger and bigger as well, which I raise because you've got a very tanky front line in the TSM late game. They're going to be engaging on you with Volibear, and okay, Rosethorn walking right up into the bear pen, and he's just gone. Rosethorn's just dead.
Good calculation there from Hyper. Flashing preemptively, knowing his damage. Up a level, up an item. Takes advantage of that Divine Sunder, Volibear, and Hyper continues to drive home this lead that was granted originally by the play they made at the top side. Mine, and at least try and mitigate the health they'll be starting the fight with. The real challenge, though, is that they're very far behind, and it's so hard for Rosethorn and Newbie to find an angle as they're going to try and find one now.
Niles throws out the call. The Forge God. Oh, what a good true shot. They find Cody's son right at the start of the fight. Can they get more from this? Golden Guardians a kill up, basically unscathed. And call the Forge God just splitting this fight. He leaves your son and Hyper out to dry. Haunter tries to get in, and he's burned down. Prismal, Yunbi alive and thriving in the back lines. They pump out the damage, annihilate Yursan's massive HP bar, and they're turning their realm warping right into the Baron pit.
They brought a few minions with them too, as this is going to melt at the hands of Rise. Look at the damage the Golden Guardians are putting down. That's a free Baron for them off the back of a fight where the support only goes down. Look at how quick Golden Guardians punish that. And at the perfect time too, because guess what, TJ? 1 minute, 15 seconds away from that Ocean Dragon. They must stop the soul from TSM, which feels like their only chance to really scale into the game with Golden Guardians. And it feels like it's too late for TSM, as dominates the first 20-minute game.
Niles recognizes the situation. He's stunned out of the call. The Forge God true shot wide as well. TSM, you're not going to get a better chance than this. Here they go. Niles, half HP already. Oh dear, your Sam's just blown up though. Yunbi arrives in the fight, and it is terrifying. Half HP on Prismal, but he's fine. Dealing damage, knocking Haunter into GA. He's isolated, will be out of the GA, threatening Yunbi again, but shut down by Prismal. Rosethorn too far forward, will be able to come out of stasis with a kick. Yunbi and Newbie now both dead. 2 for 3. Hyper needs to step forward. Him and Cody's son do not. They back away here.
TSM, I think you called it out, TJ. That was their best opportunity to try and come back in this game, and flashes blown from both solo laners. They still lose out on the fight, lose out on the GA from Haunter as well. And keep in mind, those are sums now down for the next Dragon fight, as it's up to the side of TSM to try and punish these, as Prismal. I like this build this game. It's a low damage team composition he's going up against, so going the double tank items and just enabling yourself to walk up as much as you can as the Ezreal. I think it's really worked out well for the side of Golden Guardians, as Prismal gets to play so aggressively with these items, as we're going way back in time.
Yeah, check this out. It's a time machine to the mid-game fight. This was...
I don't think have we seen this fight?
Oh, it's brand new?
Brand spanking new.
Okay.
All right. Oh, Cody.
Getting absolutely wrecked in the side of that fight.
3D. It's a trailer.
Okay.
Yeah. We were talking about movies earlier.
I think I'm in a Christopher Nolan movie. I'm struggling to keep track of everything. What are the timelines?
Now we just need really loud music to play over us.
Hold up, here it is. It was a preview. Oh my god. What? Copy.
Here we go. You get the cheat code for this. Now you know what to do.
All right, I'm ready. Isolated in the side lane. It's going to be big trouble here for Haunter as Rosethorn springs the trap onto him alongside Yunbi. They're going to melt him down. But in the meantime, mid lane, Call the Forge God goes wide, and Niles steps up. He'll be burned down by Hyper. Newbie dances through the fight, and Hyper is isolated. Now he's in real trouble and will go down as soon as he comes out the other side. So Rosethorn dives into the back lines, threatening Yursan. This true shot chunks Cody low, but they're not going to be able to find a kill.
And this could be Ocean Soul for Golden Guardians Academy if they wanted to retreat, but there was no going backwards from them, only forwards as they take down 2. They feel like that might be enough to take the game, or at least an inhibitor. Going to be doing some manicuring of the base here against TSM Academy, and Golden Guardians, props to them. This is what we saw Resolve try and do in game 1 of the day against Wildcard, right? Take that scaling. Wait for the game to break out. Wait for the levels to get in your favor. They were not successful, but Golden Guardians Academy here have been very successful in playing out this scaling comp. And really off the back of Prismal's play. And his build, he can play so aggressively, no one can take him down on the side of TSM. It's so difficult for them at this point. Prismal just free firing upon him. Golden Guardians taking everything they want.
I just want the replay thing, but it says preview in the top corner.
Okay, I feel like we need the same replay again. And then it really does feel like Tenet, you know? Like, go, like, through, like, the doors.
All right, we're folding the timelines.
Yes.
What is it? It's a temporal pincer maneuver.
Yeah, that's it.
Ocean Soul complete for Golden Guardians. As they do look towards this Baron.
Temporal pincer.
Yeah.
Someone got paid to come up with that phrase. It was pretty good. I could not do that on my own.
It's Christopher Nolan. Christopher Nolan paid himself to come up with that phrase.
Play the loud music with lots of strings.
Also that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It didn't make sense if you thought about it, but I enjoyed it.
Very
Niles, we'll step up here. Send us reviews of Tenet. Yursan in trouble as the true shot chunks through the team. Niles comes out a little behind as Cody-san finds some good value at the very back of this fight.
He does have the Warmogs, so he will be able to regen now, as that doesn't feel very fair. Not to mention Ocean Soul. That's a flash, that's a dead there.
Oh, goodbye, Hyper. He's melted, and that, frankly, should be the game. Golden Guardians, what a performance in this game, number 1. Go. Niles on the Realm Warp in, zones Yursan away. This inhibitor turret will fall, and he's called the Forge Godding. He'll be interrupted by Cody-san, nailing him to the ground, but that's okay. It's a cooldown wasted as the inhibitors melt. Haunter steps forward. He needs to save this Nexus, and he can't do it. Niles is eating a lot of damage, but Haunter is already dead, and they're chasing him into the fountain. As TSM controlled this game early, and Golden Guardians just held the game at pause, at stasis, until they came online, at which point we go 1-0 up in the series.